Alright everyone, welcome back to my Road to Comp series episode 5. Okay, so we're going to try something a little bit different this episode, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so started off doing some archaeology training. I didn't really have much else to do. I had still lots of double XP left, so I did some archaeology training. I also started knocking out some of the smaller mysteries that I just haven't done yet. One of the bigger ones that I ended up doing was Into the Forge, and it wasn't so bad. It was just kind of time consuming going to find all the keys. But I don't actually know if there's any quest requirements to complete this mystery. I just think I never got around to this one because I had most of these keys in my bank forever. And I realized I only had 2 left to go find, so I ended up just going to find them and then knocked that out. It wasn't too bad. And then I ended up getting, I had first thought that the golden statue was for a comp requirement, which it is not. It is a trim comp requirement. And so I just happened to be doing all these golden rocks, and in the process I ended up getting 106 magic, which I know isn't a comp requirement, but you know, it's something. It's moving forward, so it's kind of nice to see that, you know. But yep, you need 13 total rebuilds of that statue, and that is a trim comp requirement. So moving on to Davinci Shoes. So this is another archaeology thing, but it's for the what's it called? The Stormguard Citadel. It needs 95 archaeology to get the pages. You come here to this little workshop, and you can get all the blueprints you need, and that is what is that for that requirement is for the blueprints. So Battle of the Monolith. This quest or mini quest was kind of enjoyable, but it wasn't until about halfway through when I realized I was doing it completely wrong. As long as you put the individuals you have at your disposal in the right places, you're going to be totally fine. It's actually super AFK, and it just takes a long time to do because the battles drag on. But it's not really hard per se. It's just more of a pain. Knocked out the Mauritania hard tasks, which that was a nice one to do. I've been waiting for that one for quite some time. I just hadn't got around to getting some of the quests done needed for it, and some of the other really annoying achievements. So, but I finally got it done. This little mini quest here wasn't really that bad. It was just an interesting thing. I ended up kind of doing that mini quest on accident in order to do the achievement. I went to do some Slayer for a bit. This was like, I think one of the last days I played during double XP. I got an Davinci Slayer task, so I said to hell with it, let's just go to Arma. It's only 170 something, so I can knock that out in an instance plus what it takes, and I ended up walking out of there with a helmet. So that was a nice little 4 mil drop. Nice little easy Slayer task for that. So we're going to talk about this for a bit. Majorat Memories mini quest is long, so long. This was several days of playing for an hour or 2 a day and just going through this mini quest. Okay, so at this point in time I had not finished it yet, but you have to go and collect memories for one of the NPCs. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but you have to go collect the memories. But in order to collect those memories, you have to get 500 memories into that chest that you see on screen there. That takes forever, especially when you're not paying attention and it's late or you're tired and you accidentally click on the dang, thing in there in the center where you drop off the memories, and then you're like, oh, well, there goes the whole inventory. So that one is pretty long. Deep and Bloody Experience. So this one I did on accident. It's actually not a comp requirement. It's a master quest cape requirement. But I was just going through, I was trying to find to start a quest to do for him, and he asked me about experience, and I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. And so then I started doing it, and then I realized that it's a requirement for master quest capes. I was like, oh, well, that's okay. Easy. Koshi's Troubles. I don't know how to actually pronounce it, but it's a little mini quest. Didn't take very long. Little side note though, you do have to do this prior to doing Majorat Memories, if I remember correctly. It's really not that bad. It's actually pretty easy, but it's also one of the comp requirements is to do this mini quest. So I ended up doing some questing. I did Hunt for Red Rectuber. This one wasn't really all that bad. It was just kind of annoyingly long for no reason. but it really wasn't too bad. I think I finished it in like 40 minutes. But there were some things about it that were just kind of like out of the way things that I just was like, why are we even doing this right now? But all in all, it really wasn't that bad. And you get the ability to find the polar bear. So that's helpful for penguin points, which is in fact a comp requirement. So moving on, I was about to get off here, I think, and I wasn't really doing too much. It was kind of late, and my wife was doing whatever she was doing. But I ended up finding a Slayer dummy in my bank, and so I decided to just use it. And I wasn't even paying attention, but I just so happened to get 103 Slayer, so that was pretty cool. Because I need that for 120. Mage training arena. So I've started this weeks ago, and it's just been so annoyingly grindy and such slow progress that I've just been doing bits and pieces here and there. I've got 2 of the 3 done. I do not have this one done, and I don't have the Alchemist one done, but they are close. So that one will be done soon, hopefully. And then I finally did complete Mage Drop Memories mini quest. That was the longest mini quest I've ever done in my life. I hope I never have to do it again, ever, because it took forever. Because every time you go get the memory from wherever, you have to go back talk to him, and then you have to go get 500 more memories, and it just took forever. But at the end of the day, it is finally done. So I was pretty happy with that. This one, last one, is Bipedal Mask. This is for going to air routes, getting the Tuska Mask, and you have to piece it together. That's literally all you have to do is just piece it together. Little side note though, they are tradable. They are tradable pieces, so you don't have to just camp air routes. But now I know. So that's really it. Thank you guys for watching the video all the way until the end. I'll see you guys next time.